Hi, I'm Zombae, and you are watching the Drag Crypt, the recap show for season 7 of Drag Nation Network. Today, I am featuring a very special guest,
SKAI.
Hello, thank you for having me, Zombae. I'm so excited to be here. I go by SKAI now. For the divas wondering, I am taking a long break from drag. If you followed me, no, you are not blocked. I just deactivated all Instagram accounts. I deleted the app. We're just kind of taking some time away from it. Will one day be back. So, yeah.
So, how has it been since season 6?
It's been good. I've been traveling. I just went to Vancouver, went on a little trip there. Just working, getting ready to go back to school, just stuff like that.
When you're on these kind of competitions, and you made it to the top 4, you made it very far. So there has to be some stuff that you gained, some lessons you learned, some people you don't like no more. What have you gained from season 6?
What I gained from season 6, I think, was pride in the sense that, for the girls who don't know, I've been competing nonstop since 2019. Like, I've been doing this for a long time. So I think whenever I've competed, there's always been something that I wasn't satisfied with. Like, I was always like, oh, I could have done this differently. I could have done that differently. Mm-hmm. But I feel like being able to do season 6, I was able to really reflect on all my past experiences and competitions, kind of apply it to this. And I think what I gained is a new sense of pride that I never had before, because I would not change a thing I did on season 6.
Yeah. And my final question, were you Team Winter?
Well, we are from the same province, but, I live for... Well, but, I was team very much double crowning. It was giving double crowning. Of course, that's my congenial answer, but at the same time...
For me to that double crowned horse we competed with.
Yeah.
So let's go on to season 7. Are you excited for season 7?
I'm very excited. I'm still getting to know the names a little bit. So if I fumble some names, I apologize, y'all, but we're getting there. I think I know most of them.
Yeah.
It was a cute episode.
You know personally any of the cast, or just know of anybody?
I know some divas. On my drag account, before I deleted it, I was mutuals with Cassandra for a pretty long time. And I also have judged Electra and Nadia on their original season.
What's your experience with that?
They were both very professional. They're both very sweet. So I'm very happy to see them, having this another chance on this season. I think that they're both gonna kill it. But no, yeah, the rest are pretty fun, like new faces. So that's exciting to see like what they do,
Mm-hmm. So they actually did a live walk-in. How do you feel that
we did?
Upped it up a little bit for season 7?
I lived, because in the old days, we always used to do the live walk-ins, and they were always so fun. It really, brought out the spirit of the season, I feel like. Everyone's so excited. Everyone's a little jittery to meet each other for the first time. And I definitely wish our season got to do that, because I feel like that would have been fun.
So we're going to go ahead and go on to individually, how they entered and how things went down. Are you ready?
All right.
So we started off with Miss Cushy, which she was not there for the actual opening. So she pre-recorded. The only things that she really said was that she was from Kentucky. She's a Southern girl, and she was 14. So, with Southern girls, I can't tell if that was a fake accent or not. Like, did you hear it? Do you remember it? It was very, I'm Cushy, I'm 14, I'm a little queen.
I'm a Southern girl, and I don't really speak like that. Like, I don't have that thick of an accent, but I am a Southern girl. And I can attest that it probably was a real accent, I would say. I know a lot of people who have that accent.
I'm from Texas. Do you think I have an accent?
Good question. Maybe I can hear a little one. Like, I can hear like a soft accent, but not like a thick accent. Kind of like me.
Y'all,
like, yeah.
Here and there. So she is 14, very young for a competition. However, I'm also 14 and I won. So do you think that's an advantage or a disadvantage towards her?
I don't think, I started doing drag when I was 13, and I think that age has no really relevance to talent. I think that you can be talented at any age, no matter how much experience you have. I think that, you can slay at whatever. Look at you. And I won my first competition at 14 too. So Yeah, I did. Dragtastic, the OGs will remember. Season 1. And yeah, so yeah, I definitely don't think age has any relevance to talent.
You're too nice. I need a girl who's gonna come on here and be like, fuck all them baby queens, old queens live, kill, burn.
I'm about to say, burn the Nepo.
Bye.
Okay, so the next queen to walk in was Miss Marilyn Stahl. She is from Tennessee. We're keeping it up with the Southern girls.
A very southern season. Yes, I see that.
She said she's bringing you 3 things, okay? Glam,
Okay.
horror, and gender.
Okay.
I feel like those are some bold terms. Do you think she's gonna turn it and burn it this season?
I believe in her. I mean, I'm looking at her page right now. Yeah, I see a lot of potential here. I see some potential. I'm excited to see what she brings.
Yeah, I'm excited because I mean, I'm not really getting horror, so I'm hoping there's like a creepy aspect to her that we're gonna get to know throughout the season. I feel like that'll be a little plot
Yes.
twist. She says she's about
For sure.
starstruck, so we'll just have to.
Period. Okay, I'm excited. I'm sad.
First queen to walk in officially live is Naja. She did have the same hair as me.
Yeah.
Oh, I will be showing up at her front doorstep because that's so rude. But maybe I'll give her good luck since I won. You know, maybe she'll.
Well, if it makes you feel any better too, I did write down in my little notes, I did write down sickening hair. So,
Do they look like curly fries?
yes, I live.
So she was on season 4, and
Yes.
Miss Congeniality. Do you think her being nice is gonna, affect her in a competition going forward?
You know, I'm not sure because I think it can and can't because I think playing nice is definitely, it can help you in terms of alliances, in terms of, other people benefiting you. But at the same time, you never know because it is a competition. Sometimes you gotta, play a little shady to get yourself forward, a little higher up on the food chain. So we'll have to wait and see.
Little strings might be pulled,
Exactly.
So you also won Miss Congeniality on our season. How was that?
I was happy, and I'm not. Should I say this?
Say it. Say it right now. Where you
when Kelvin,
Kiki?
when Kelvin messaged me like all the options for Miss Congeniality and said like who are you gonna vote for, I just said, "Oh, I'm gonna win this, aren't I?"
She said she has a couple of crowd pleasers. Do you think you have some crowd pleasers, some songs that you can boogie to?
Oh, absolutely, girl. I have a playlist. I find from my personal experience, it depends. Like if I'm at, because I feel like people need to realize when you perform live and you perform on Discord, it's very different. When I perform on Discord versus performing live, I find I kind of have to do 2 different vibes based on what is going to benefit me the most in the space I'm in. So if I'm at the club, oh, they turn up for Womanizer by Britney. When I do Womanizer, oh, they live. When I'm on Discord, my crowd pleaser is more a ballad, very, very gown, very I have nothing. What about you? What are your crowd pleasers?
Damaged, Identity Kane.
Yes. Okay, okay, yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
Or I do love, something a little more. I love doing Say My Name because I feel like that is just such a soft song that you can really evoke the emotion in, which I
survive someone. Yeah.
So next queen to walk in is Miss Marilyn Cavity. I love that name.
I love it. I'm here for it.
I freaking love that name. So apparently Nadja follows her. Do you think it might turn into a little Jocelyn Fox and
oh my god, yeah. Imagine. Maybe it will. Ooh.
We'll never know. It really did feel like a meet and greet when they walked up to each other, not gonna lie. It did feel like a little my god. Ooh, my forehead.
Very. When I don't watch Canada versus the World, but when Silky was like, "Girl, get in line. Let's do the meet and greet with Vanity."
Yeah.
I will say, based on kind of her promo and her entrance and the vibe I'm getting, I can tell that this is definitely a girl who has her shit together. Like, I can definitely tell that this is a girl who knows what she's doing.
And she has been in the biz, as she said, a lot of times. She's done many, many shows. She's got the wig, she's got the gown, she's got everything she needs. I feel like she's a very seasoned and polished queen, and I think she can really turn it. So the next queen to walk in is Nigel, and the first thing she says is tilapia.
Okay, let me go look at Nigel's profile really quick. Just this girl is sickening.
She is fierce. She's Kelton's drag daughter. And she's
okay.
stunning, girl.
I can see that. I can see like the relation between her and Kelton. Yeah.
I just hope history doesn't repeat itself and she doesn't get, but we won't go there. She is from Arizona. How do you think it's like being So how do you think it is being a drag queen in one of the hottest states in the United States? Like,
I was about to say, this is like the inverse of where I live. It's like the inverse of Canada. I mean, I can't even imagine like how hot it must get. I mean, it would be too much.
So she says she does it all and that, she sings, she dances, she's comedy, she's everything. Do you think that's like, throwing your cards out too much? Do you think you would play it safe and just keep all your cards and be a little mysterious, or what would you do?
So personally, I'm a mysterious girl. Personally, I would not do that. But with her, I can see why she would do it because I believe her. I do believe her that she can do a lot. And I'm excited to see her prove that.
Yeah, I think what she's doing is making herself sort of a threat in this because now people are, oh, well, she looks the part. She says she can do all these things. She's competition, mama. So I hope she does live up to that and she isn't flop. So mid-conversation, maybe it was cut out, maybe some strings were pulled, maybe someone said the N-word they shouldn't, and somehow we got to the topic that bro, I can't. So something happened and all of a sudden everyone starts talking about the musicals they're in, how they did theater, how they're trained. Marilyn starts talking about how she was in Six, the musical, and Naja is in her own little world. Have you done theater?
Oh yeah, girl. I actually am about to get my Bachelor of Arts in university, part of which being musical theater. So I relate. I
Sorry, keep going. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm crashing out. My favorite. I did Matilda the musical when it came to Fredericton. That was the last musical I did before starting drag. And I was one of the little kids, and it was very fun.
So Miss Expose walks in next. She's been doing drag for only 6 months. And apparently she did her big one. She did a show right off the bat and was the highest tipped drag queen there. So props to her, girl.
I'm very excited to see what this girl does because I love my Canadian girls. And I love getting to see Canada represented on online competitions because it's pretty far and few in between that it is. But I see a common trend of more Canadian divas because I think Electra, who we'll get to later, is from Canada as well. So I'm excited.
So the next person to walk in is Cassandra. Think you're funny over there?
What?
Think you're funny over there, huh?
No, I don't. I twitch.
What?
No, I hadn't. My lash was like got all stuck together.
Boom. So Cassandra Rails walks in, and the first thing I wrote was loud. This girl has personality.
Well, absolutely.
Girl, she walked in and said, "You're fruit, you're fruit, you're a fruit. We're all fucking fruit." I was like, oh.
But you know what? I like this girl a lot.
I was gagged. I was like, I would kiki with her. Yes.
Girl.
Do you like queens who kind of have a little potty mouth on them?
I do. I mean, I'm a bit like that in my local scene. Not as much on our season. I was pretty reserved on our season, but I think, well, depends. But on like what's the word? On like at the club, oh, I'm very much a potty mouth girl, so I can't really judge her for that too much. I also am a part of a new TV show / documentary about Canadian drag, which will be airing on by 5 TV and soon to be on the internet under the wig. Check it out.
Awesome.
Anyways, a little promo.
So Lectra walks in. She was on season 4, and they kind of talk about how, Naja and Lectra, they're kind of like the newbies versus the oldies. Do you think that's a storyline that's going to keep up throughout the season?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I think it will be.
Like a little season 7.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that vibe for sure.
So we now have our entire cast. Lectra, Starlet, Marilyn Cavity, Naja, Nigel, Miss Expose, Cassandra Rails, Miss Star. So work. There is our season 7 cast. Do you like it? Do you think this is a strong cast?
I do. And what I like about this cast is that this is a very passionate group of people. I can see that everyone here is really here to win it. Everyone here is excited. Everyone here is just going to do their big one. And I really think that it's going to show.
Yeah, and I feel like we have a couple of new queens who are passionate about drag and are really excited to do their first competition like I was. You've polished queens, you have returning queens. I mean, really, you just have a really heavy-hitting cast. We now get on to the competition. Okay, they start off with a mini challenge where Keldon tells them to pair themselves up. Girl, this was shady. This was super, super shady of Keldon. She told
Let me say something.
to pair up. I'm sure they were all like, okay, I'm going to pick my girl. I'm going to get my best Judy. I'm going to pick the one I like. And they made them lip sync, girl.
Keldon, let me say something. I love you, sister, and that's why I love you. Because let me tell you something. You can have a pot in front of you, and Keldon's gonna go,
Bitch, yes!
sure.
She's like
This she gonna have the whole.
she's like a little witch putting spells on bitches. Oh yes.
Very that. Very that.
So on our season, when you first met everybody, who would you want to lip sync again? Who would you pair lip sync? Yeah, who would you do? And I'm talking like Miss Gorgetastic, what's her name? Celia Killer. Yeah, everyone when we first started.
Okay. I don't know because I would love to go against Winter just because she's like my New Brunswick sister. We're from the same place, obviously, as that was a very common theme talked about on the season. I think that'd be fun to go against her. I mean, Lola is a very fun performer, but like also getting my shit rocked by a 13-year-old to a RuPaul song in my basement wasn't like on my bingo card. So maybe not.
Girl, that whole episode was uncanny. Okay. That Rusical was too much. Seeing my curly hair, I'm getting PTSD. Lola, there's room for everybody. Let's just say that. You were fantastic with your glitter kissing Jetta. I wouldn't kiss a frog, but you did. And, it was great. Our pairs are Nigel and Cassandra Rails, which they had a little moment of being friendly, so I can see why. Miss Cavity, or Marilyn Cavity, sorry, and Miss Expose. Okay. And then Lectra, Starlet, and Naja, which leaves the two queens who weren't here, Miss Cushy and Miss Star. So do you think these groups are good? Do you think, they're kind of random? Do you think some of them shouldn't be where they are?
They actually made sense to me, to be honest. I think that we definitely have, I mean, I think like Lectra and Naja specifically going against each other made a lot of sense. They were on the same season before. They know each other. And, it makes sense to me. Yeah.
And so the songs that they picked were Denial is a River for Nigel and Cassandra, which too good.
I'm excited to get to this.
Too good. I would have died.
Oh, yeah.
Marilyn Cavity and Miss Expose got Abracadabra.
Okay.
I can see there was a slight bit of tension in there because a lot of people wanted it. And of course, you know Keldon, he was like, who wants to fight for it? Stirring up the pot again. Then we have Lecture Starlet and Naja doing Guess by Billie Eilish and Charlie XCX. And then Miss Star and Miss Cushy had Bodyguard by Beyonce. So Cassandra Rails takes kind of charge in picking the songs. Do you think her kind of choosing and really getting things in order will benefit her, or do you think it'll kind of make her a little bit of a buzzkill throughout the season?
So I actually respect her for doing that, because I think that one thing about these online competitions is it's always a game of and then that goes on for like 30 minutes and there's like no progress made. So the fact that she was able to really stand her ground and say, okay, here's what we're gonna do, I respect that. But I personally was getting mother from it.
Yeah. Okay, so we get to another portion of the episode where they're all ready to lip sync, ready to gag them a bit for sure. And Cassandra Rails is looking absolutely insane. She's looking crazy. She's got her nipples out. She's got these ponytails. She's got this gear on. I don't even know. How do you feel about this style of that she's wearing?
It was a crazy style, but you know what? It was crazy, but that performance made up for it, and we'll get to that in a second.
We'll get to that bit. Cavity, Miss Marilyn Cavity Girl. Her wig in this part, so good. You can tell how polished and gorgeous she is. That red wig she was wearing.
Yeah.
So
sickening.
Stunning. I mean, can you hear that?
A little. It's okay.
There is a little bit of maybe some tension we'll see along the way. Naja and Lectra are lip syncing, and Naja and Lectra were on season 4, and Lectra sent Naja home during a lip sync.
That's right, she did.
Oh, do you think this is lighting a fire under Naja, or do you think she's kind of admitted? She's like, well, hell, well, shit. How would you feel if you went against someone who sent you packing? Lola.
Oh, I would fight for my motherfucking life. I would no bitch, we're getting our lick back. And I think, yeah, that's what that would be my mindset. And it's happened before.
Yeah, and how do you think Naja's feeling? This girl sent her home on her season, and now you're having to lip sync back again?
I feel bad, especially considering the fact that she did just fall down the stairs as well. I feel bad. That's not fun.
Yeah, she's a diva, and she fell down. So,
you fell downstairs, then you have to go against the girl who originally sent you home. I would be kind of over it personally. So good for her. So
we go on to the lip sync. Our first lip sync of the night is Cushy and Miss Star. Okay, to Bodyguard. Now, Miss Star had disclosed that she doesn't like the song. Little wild to me, but everyone has their taste. How did you feel about the lip sync overall?
Okay, so let me keep it real here. Miss Star said that, she wasn't a fan of the song.
Right.
And although I think Miss Star did a good job, I could tell that Miss Star wasn't really a fan of the song. That definitely did read on camera. I don't think this was a bad lip sync at all. It was clear that this wasn't really the ideal song that was wanted. But it was cute. They knew their words. And I mean, that's what I always look for initially. Let me tell you, to all the divas on DNN, whether it's this season, future seasons, I'm going to be looking at your lips. I want to see that you know these words.
And I feel like the only issue I had with it is how far the camera was. I wish... Yeah. Everyone has a different setup, but I wish, we could actually get a little closer in so we could... we could see what is being said. I want to be a dentist. Come close. Let me have these in there. And speaking of cavities, Marilyn Cavity and Miss Expose are the next group to lip sync.
Yeah.
How did you feel about this one?
What song was this again?
This was
Abracadabra?
It was Abracadabra, yes.
This was cute. I was living. I was like, okay. these girls are turning it. I was like, what I liked about this lip sync is that I could tell in their eyes that they both really wanted that win. I could tell that they were really wanted to prove their dominance and take that win. So I like that.
Yes.
How did you feel?
I think they both looked great. That cape, she was using it, floating around, you know, that black, and then just, it was stunning. And then Cavity, she had the move. She was boom, 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 just really doing it. I was gagged. It was a phenomenal lip sync from both of them. So the next song, or the next lip sync pair, is Lectra versus Naja.
Okay, I have something to say about this lip sync.
Go ahead.
Because something that I really liked when I was watching it was that I felt Lectra was giving Charlie and Naja was giving Billy.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Lectra, her hair. She was
The hair up.
boom, 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 hair flip, hair whip. She was duck walking. She took me there. I was guessing.
Definitely.
I was guessing. Performance between Cassandra Rails and Nigel. Listen.
Girl.
He whipped out that Kermit the Frog. I was gagging.
That is a star.
That is a star.
Right.
Her mind is incredible. What do you think? What did you think of the lip sync?
My jaw was on the floor the whole time. I was like, oh my God, because every time she did something cunt, 5 seconds later, she was doing something even cuntier. Like, she just kept on going up and up. And she never brought it back down. She just kept going up and up. And I was just like, it's such a good song. Like, the thing is, if you're going to do Denial's a River, you got to do it right. You know, you got to do it right, or else it's just going to be cringe.
Yeah.
And both of these girls did it right for me. I think that they both did a good job, but girl, Cassandra just, whoa. I was like, I've never seen something like that before in a comp.
Yeah. Nigel did win the lip sync though. And I was slightly gagged, but rewatching it, you can see how she was moving. She really was giving the song a little.
Absolutely. Yes.
Definitely deserved her win. I think if it was an elimination thing, I think it would have been a double win. But since it is a lip sync Lollapalooza, we're really pulling hairs to make the format work. So I do think Nigel did win the lip sync overall. And during deliberation, as the queens are all untucking, unpacking, you know, debriefing after watching all the lip syncs, the question gets brought up by our polished diva, Marilyn Cavity, who should go home if this was an elimination format. Girl, I was on my toes. I was like,
oh, this girl's bringing it. She wants the Emmy. She wants the Emmy.
I said,
right.
I was like, girl, you can't ask that. But I'm glad you did.
Very bad. I just want to say something.
Yes.
Can you imagine the chaos that would happen if someone on our season asked that?
Oh, girl. And you know who would? So, the winner and loser outcomes are the winners of the lip syncs, Lectra, Cavity, Miss Cushy, and Nigel. Do you think these were all fair?
I could see it.
Mm-hmm.
I would have made Nigel and Cassandra a double win personally, but
yeah.
I also think that with this format, you can't really do that. Yeah. So I could see it.
And then the losers are Naja, Expose, Miss Star, and Cassandra Rails, unfortunately. But the bottom two, the best of the bottoms, are Cassandra and Miss Expose, and they lip sync. They lip sync to Espresso. And the outcome, well, girl, in my opinion, this was a very passionate lip sync, but a very messy lip sync.
I was thinking that too. I think I think in my opinion, if we're lip syncing to Espresso, which is, you know, an iconic song, let's listen to the lyrics and maybe focus on the vibe of the song a little more. That would be my critique of this, is that I felt like a lot was happening for such a kind of mid-tempo song.
I mean, to me, this was a good song. You could do a lot with it. But wigs falling, Expose fell, girl. I wasn't living personally, but they did bring the energy. They did bring the ooh-ah-ah. And the winner was Cassandra Rails, which she most certainly, I believe, did deserve to win this lip sync. And I feel like she she double won her first one. So she is the very first winner in the competition. How do you think she feels having the first win of the competition so early on?
I would be excited. I mean, that's so cool. I mean, it puts a target on your back for sure. It does. But it's exciting.
It is exciting. You were in the top 2 the first episode. So
yeah, and I was actually happy that I didn't. Yeah, and I was happy that I didn't win the lip sync because it would have put a target on my back.
Oh yeah, Lola got blocked. So
yeah, Lola kept. Yeah, Lola got like jumped every episode.
Yeah,
so
might have been a good thing. So I would personally, I would take it with pride. You know, you won at heart. You won at heart. The next lip sync was from the top 2s, which was Nigel and Lectra, which I think are both very fair. Nigel, she did really good in her lip sync, and Lectra also really gave the energy. And speaking of energy, this lip sync was so good. I mean, they both just boom, 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 pow, boom. They really had their moves. Their energy was there. Everything was there. They looked fabulous. They both had really good looks. And what did you think of it?
It was, wait, what was the song again?
It was Crush by Katy Perry.
Oh, yeah. This is really cute. They both looked good. I think it was cute. It was a good lip sync. It was a good way to, you know, finish off the episode. A good note.
Yeah. And the winner of this lip sync being Lectra. So as the second win technically, but Cassandra and Lectra both win this episode, which props to them.
Period, babes.
Girl,
y'all ate that.
I think everyone in this episode really gave it, and I'm so happy for you, Cassandra and Lectra. Yeah. So thank you, SKAI, for being my very first guest on the Drag Crypt. I hope you had a fabulous time.
I did. Thank you.
Oh my gosh! And do you have any final words for the queens, or just in general?
I know it sounds cliche and I know it sounds tacky, but just be yourself. Have fun with it. At the end of the day, what you present in this competition, think of it almost as you presenting your art. And I know we all want that win. All 7 of you, it's very evident that they all wanted to win the season. And I just want y'all to know that no matter how you place, because obviously there can only be one winner.
Yeah.
Just know that it does not reflect your talent outside of the competition.
Thank you for watching the Drag Crypt. Of course, I'm your host, Zombae, and you can tune in next week where we will watch episode 2 of Drag Nation Network Season 7. Bye!
Bye!